want to read you what I think has topped off as the dumbest article that I've ever seen in the history of news articles. Wisconsin State Agency tells employees to wear masks during Zoom calls, even if home alone. We have reached a new level of hysteria in this country when it comes to masks. I mean, this is actually ridiculous. And listen, I have never been a fan of masks. I think when you cover up the thing that you use to express yourself for hours every single day, the only impact it's going to have is making you a more docile person that is, spoiler alert, less likely to express your beliefs, express your opinions. Hey man, this is going to be great for organizations that want really docile, compliant employees. It's also going to be really great for governments who don't like people questioning what they are doing with the power that we have granted them. So lots of benefits to doing this. Now, I don't deny that COVID is a real thing. I also don't deny that, although I think that the research is not as cut and dry as people want to make it out to be, that masks can do something to help prevent the spread. How much of a thing they can do to prevent the spread, I think is still kind of up in the air, if I'm honest. Is it a 10% reduction? Is it a 100% reduction? We know it's not a 100% reduction, spoiler alert. But, you know, I'm not going to say that there's no benefit to it. However, I believe that the human cost of this absolute insanity trumps all of this for me. Listen, a lot of people have talked about how this is the new normal, this is the new normal, and what terrifies me is this. People have now been in hysterical positions over these masks for months, and now we are in a place where people are used to it. Congratulations, you have trained people to develop this habit of relying on a piece of cloth over their mouth that does absolutely minimal work to protect them from anything. You know what? There's a disclaimer on the mask that I wear. I have a whole bunch of MAGA masks or Trump masks because I think that if I have to wear a mask, I'm going to wear the mask that is going to annoy the Karens that foisted this on me the absolute most. And so MAGA mask, Trump 2020 mask, I've got a whole bunch of them. And in the package on the masks, it specifically says that it will not protect me from getting COVID. But can I get on a plane with those masks? Yes, I can. I know, because I just did in the last week. I got on 2 planes wearing those masks with my nice little security blanket that's not protecting anyone from anything, but it looks nice. And so people feel safe. It is absolute insanity. And of course, looks are all that matters. That security blanket, that's all that matters. Does it actually do anything? No, but appearances, that's what we care about. That is exactly what this article is going to say. Mark my words. So we're going to get into this. We're going to read this article. But before we do that, folks, if you like the content I put out there, if you like seeing me rant on the internet, please consider subscribing to this channel, turning on notifications, giving it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. I also, if you want to do extra support for the channel, lots of you have been asking me lately to put "Let's Keep Going" on a t-shirt. Well, I did it. It's in the merch store. You can find the link in the description below. Get your very own Let's Keep Going t-shirt. It comes in a lot of different colors. I really like the purple one myself. I think that's the one I'm gonna get. I have men's and women's, all that good stuff. So it's in the link below. You can find that and get your own Let's Keep Going t-shirt. All right, let's read this insane article. This is on Fox News. A Wisconsin state agency is reportedly mandating that its employees wear face masks during video conference, even if they are home alone. Even if they're home alone. Why? 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 In a January 31st email, the Department of Natural Resources Secretary Preston Cole reminded employees that the governor's mask order, which requires anyone over the age of 4 to wear face coverings while indoors, will take effect August 1st, said the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reported. I can't wait to go to Milwaukee, by the way. I'm going to Milwaukee on Friday, and, you know, for the Better Discourse Conference, I'll also be there. There's going to be a walkaway rally on Saturday. If you're in the area, come on out, but remember to wear your mask, because if you have to wear it when you're on Zoom at home alone, certainly you're going to have to do it in public. Let's keep going. Also, wear your mask even if you are home to participate in a virtual meeting that involves being seen, such as on Zoom or other video conferencing platform, by non-DNR staff. What did I tell you? This is all about appearances. This is not about safety. It's not about protecting people. It's not about slowing the spread. It's just let's virtue signal out to the world that we wear the mask even in our own home, even if we promptly take it off as soon as the damn call is ordered. Cole said, according to the Sentinel, set the safety example, which shows you as a DNR public service employee care about the safety and health of others. This is a literal virtue signal. Paid for, congratulations, Wisconsin, by your taxpayer dollars. Under the Governor Terry Evers' order, Wisconsinites are required to cover up when they are indoors or in an enclosed space with anyone outside of their household or living unit. I'll tell you what, Wisconsin, I am not going to be wearing a mask in my hotel room this weekend. I can tell you that for dang sure. And I ain't wearing a mask to the pool party we're going to have in the hotel either. Mike Harlow is organizing it. I ain't wearing no... If I am putting on a bathing suit and going to a pool party, God knows I will not be wearing a mask to accessorize, please. Face coverings are also strongly recommended when people are outdoors and it's not possible to maintain physical distancing, according to a press release from the governor's office. There are exceptions to the rule, such as when someone is eating, drinking, or swimming. Score, I don't need to wear a mask for the pool party. Furthermore, individuals with health conditions or disabilities that prevent them from being able to safely wear a mask or face covering are exempt. But are they really? Are they really? Because I remember when Brandon Straka got kicked off of an American Air flight for not wearing a mask, and I actually talked to him later that day. It was either later that day or like the very next day. I talked to him in very close proximity to when that happened, and he said to me, he's like, Carlin, they didn't even ask me if I had a medical condition. They just assumed that I didn't and kicked me off the flight, and there was nothing that I can do. So they aren't even asking, like, whether or not people have medical conditions. And I've actually seen a lot of this lately. Of course, I had to fly this past weekend. I'm flying this coming weekend as well. I've seen so many people online commenting in absolute glee, like, well, Delta will kick anyone off their flight that can't wear a mask, and Southwest will kick anyone off their flight that won't wear a mask. And they aren't even considering that some people have legitimate medical reasons for not wearing a mask. And from my perspective, it is absolutely, the worst type of customer service to be ignoring the people that have legitimate medical conditions because you want to be mask Nazis. Delta, I swear to God, if I catch you doing this, I will never, ever, 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 ever fly you again. And I really like Delta. I think American Air sucks. Southwest is all right. Like, Delta, please don't make me stop flying you for being mask Nazis. Please, I'll wear my mask. I can do it. I hate it, but I will wear it so that other people that are actually sick, that actually have things wrong, can't, because they can't do it. And those people should be able to fly too, because you can't always drive across the country. You can't always take a train across the country. It doesn't work like that. And other people that if you're on a plane and you see someone that's not wearing a mask, keep your effing mouth shut. For Christ's sakes, you have no idea what is going on with that person. It is not any of your business. And if they are not standing right in front of you, breathing into your space, they are not going to hurt you. So back off, mind your own business. Okay. Sorry, I just got a little rant out. I had to get that little rant out. Let's keep going. We need to get back to working together statewide to flatten the curve and to prevent the spread of the virus. The most important thing you can do is serve as an example to those around you by virtue signaling, by wearing a mask or face covering, practicing physical distancing, and following safety best practices. Yeah. You know what really I've been thinking a lot about lately? So we have these states that are having spikes in the virus spreading, although not necessarily spikes in death in a lot of places, but that's a separate issue. Let's put that aside. Why are we using the same tactics that we've been using for months to try to prevent this or try to turn this around when clearly they haven't worked the first time? And isn't the very definition of insanity doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results? I think these people are absolutely insane. I do. I'm sorry. No, if you are telling your employees to wear masks on a Zoom call when they are at home alone, do not expect them to ever take you seriously again. Like, look at the big picture here, man. You are telling them to do something that is absolute and total nonsense, that isn't going to help anyone, that isn't going to save anyone, that isn't going to slow the spread, that is just for appearance's sake. You think they don't get it? You think they don't understand what you're doing? You think they aren't going to be on the lookout for you doing the same thing in the future? You think they aren't rolling their eyes when you're not around? I mean, come on, man. People are not stupid. Stop treating them like they are.